Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, dear friends. Once again, you are welcome to another exciting episode of Empowerment Talks, and my name is Comfort Confo. So today, once again, we are blessed with another important personality. So who we have today equally has something to share. And for those who are new here, this is Empowerment Talks, because here we meet people from various walks of life, people from various races, from various parts of the world. We look at what they have been doing with their lives. We learn one or two things. We get encouraged, we get blessed, and why not, we get empowered. So today with me here, I have a very vigorous young person, family man. He is very dynamic. He's got a dynamic academic background, which includes things like music, like sports, like sales and marketing and all. We would like to know more about that when he's ready to let us know. And moreover, he happens to be one of the youngest members of the leadership council of the latest IT company called Onpassive, reason for which we are here, because we want to present this company to you. And so while I usher in our special guest for today, I would like you to use this opportunity, since we are not on the spot, to cheer him up. Why not? Subscribe, share with your friends, invite someone, and then put thumbs up, be ready to comment, listen to him, get blessed, get inspired, and why not get empowered. So it is a pleasure. Welcome, Mr. Sean Cyrus, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Well,
Hello.
Comfort, it's an awesome day and a pleasure to be here with you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so blessed that you could squeeze out of your tight schedule to be here with me today. So thank you so
It's
much.
well worth it. And again, you do a great job. I've been watching your content, and this is a privilege, so I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean. Thanks for saying that. That's very encouraging to know that you're watching and you appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So if you can, please kindly tell us, what part of the world are you calling from? Tell us a bit about yourself, how much you would like to know, us to know about you. Just let us know, please. Thank you.
Oh, okay, yeah, absolutely. So, well, I was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My parents are from the beautiful island of Jamaica, so I'm a descendant of that. But
Oh,
yes, I am born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. A little bit about myself. I would say very fearless, dynamic young man. I actually have a background in business management as well as sports entertainment. And as you alluded to before, I do have a sports background. I did play basketball in Montreal and as well Division II school in Michigan. So that's a little bit about me. I love business, and I've been online for a while, since I was about 16 years old.
mhm.
And, just very blessed to be in the position I am with this wonderful company Onpassives. So not too much about me, just that's me in a nutshell. Pretty
All
simple
right. Thank
guy,
you. Yeah,
straightforward.
thank you. Thank you so much for letting us know. Just really quick, just a while ago when I was just, I don't know what happened, my eyes just fell on something on your WhatsApp profile which says building relationships. What is that all about? Because there are just few words, but they carry a whole message behind them. People don't put things up like that for nothing. So tell us more.
Um, kudos to you for observing that. That takes a sharp eye to see those things. So that is a testament to you.
Thank
When
you.
I say building relationships, I just think that building relationships is a cornerstone in life. Period. Um, we all need each other. Everybody needs help, and the best way to get where you're going is to build relationships. If you want to go somewhere fast, you go alone. But if you want to make it and go to the highest heights, you go together. So I have always lived by that. Building relationships has brought me so far. It's given me so many blessings in my life. And I just feel that it's something that I choose to live by. So I thought that would be a nice logo, something to identify myself as.
Wow, that sounds really great. Thank you for letting us know. And that said, you just said at the age of 16, Actually, precisely, you were signed up into network marketing by your dad.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yes, and you actually somewhere was watching. I tried to do a bit of research about you. I watched some few videos you've had here and there, and I realized you said it has not been an easy ride. So, what have been your main challenges and starting off business at 16 and so on? What have been your main challenges, and how have you been coping with those and growing till now?
Well, most of us, especially coming from parents who grew up in Jamaica, very ambitious minded, and we were always taught to go after what we want, and also to time doesn't wait on anybody. So
Right.
I decided to start my business aspirations at the tender age of 16. Now, my father had brought an idea to me. He was working for a company called the Toronto Transit Commission, the
Mhm.
TTC, which is one of the biggest transit commissions in the world. And he had a friend who was just trying to get out of the rat race. And he had introduced me into a network marketing program. Now, my dad wasn't too keen on it. He didn't necessarily get to the highest heights of his education level due to living circumstances, but he
Mhm.
was ambitious enough to make it here and, meet great people, again, building relationships. So he introduced me, and because I wasn't of the age of 18, he actually had to sign me up. So
Mhm.
it was pretty interesting. I learned a lot of bumps in the road at that age. You don't necessarily know how to conduct yourself or converse with, let's say, the buyers, the people who do have the money for you to make money. So that's where I hit a roadblock. But what I can say is it's a priceless experience that I wouldn't trade for the world.
Wow. Thank you for letting us know. I think that's good. One should be proud of your father to have introduced you in such, and you were so courageous to just take it, just pick it up and go for it. And I think what makes you the courageous, strong person you are today is this solid foundation. So we say kudos to Papa for doing that to you. And I think we can see the results. So thank you for letting us know. So equally, you do believe that Onpassive has a vision that is going to actually get you see your most desired growth. So how is Onpassive going to be different from what you have been doing from the age of 16 till now?
Oh, that's a fantastic question, and a question that a lot of people would like to be answered because in this online sector, a lot of us has been through many things, ups and downs. Some of us have done decent, but never really was able to attain the goals and the dreams that we wanted to. Um, that's what I see in On Passive. It's limitless. There's
Right.
no It's an opportunity, like I say before in our previous interviews and speaking with other founders, it's a place where you can become your best version of yourself. And I believe those who, like yourselves, who can let your hair down and let your wings go and just do things that you've always wanted to do and see yourself doing. So
Right.
one, it's very inspiring to be the best version of yourself. And two, I just believe it's limitless in potential of being able to live the lifestyle you want and take care of your family. So those are the main important things that I see a bright future for us founders.
Mhm. Okay, thank you so much. If you can be like a bit, we just want to know because why we do this here, like I said, is just to let people know as much as they can about on passive, so that while the window of opportunity is still open, someone may make a wise decision of jumping in. So, what would have limited your progress during the last about 20 years of your life, and now that you're going to, because you say on passive is limitless, and so on. So we just like to give a few concrete examples, because this is how what prevented you from doing that much, and what you think that on passive will get you to do now.
Well, not everybody is. We're all different, so not everybody is able to, let's say, recruit, sell. Um, I guess convince people to join something.
Right.
If they don't share the same passion that you share about it, it's a very slim chance that they're going to join with you.
Mhm.
And also you've got to build a relationship, build a rapport with people. And there's a saying that people join you, they don't join the business, right? And I see the potential where those requirements that most of these other network marketing companies have, because we're not a network marketing company, that's the
Mhm.
first key. But
Exactly.
those network marketing online companies, they require you to reach some sort of goal, or let's say they require you to achieve a certain standard for you to um, gain the status and the freedom that you want. Whereas Onpassive has flipped the script. They've leveled the playing field. So instead of it being the 97% that don't make it, 97% will succeed with Onpassive. And that's what I love about it, where you can take the average guy off the street and completely change his life, and show him that his dreams are still alive. You know, dreams don't cost anything, right? So why not
Right.
dream as big as we can, right? And I think Onpassive is in such cohesiveness with that notion, where it's allowing us to dream big. And the way that our wonderful CEO Ash Mafar has constructed this business, it just allows us to all hold hands and
Mhm.
reach the top of the mountain together, based on how he set up the comp plan, based on how the requirements to earn, just the interest level. And one of the main factors is it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to become a founder, right? It's a very, very affordable price for those who can't afford, who, may take some food off the table. We don't want to do that. We don't want to put
Mhm.
people in a rut and in a situation. And it's so awesome that Ash has made this affordable for everybody to have a piece of the pie, so to speak. So those are some key points I think that make this completely different than other businesses.
Wow, that is very, I think, reassuring, at least for someone who is still sitting on the fence listening to this. I just thank you for taking your time to really break it down, because I think whoever still needs to understand something would have picked out something from what you said. And
Right.
I
Sometimes people
appreciate it.
just need a push, they just need a push, or they just need to see somebody like themselves that and this is why the leadership council is so wonderful, because we're
Exactly.
all different people coming from different walks of lives and different
Yeah.
nationalities, and we can all resonate with different people around the world and make believers out of non-believers. So
Exactly. And I think that is very important. And, it has created some, somebody would say on passive, we're a new world of our own, because, a new world or a new family, it's such a lovely platform to belong to. And I think that I'm just happy the way you are passing across the message. And you said something which I really want to, I think I relate to it. You said people join you and not the business, right? That is very true, because we are all over the place with this, because we share the vision. We just want to share it to others. Many people see it, just say, I don't really understand much, but because it's coming from you, because I trust you, I'm going in for it. So I think that's something that we have to just continue doing, and that's how much we can help. So thank you for that. So right now we are actually what we call the mega product launch is ongoing. So I just need to know, because yeah, some of these things, just let us know which is the first. And actually, the mega product launch happens to be the first phase of the soft launch. So, what is your impression so far about the products that have been demonstrated to us as founding members? And do you have a preferred or more a loved product, or a few that you are patiently waiting so that they launch for you to go to work and start using them, or are you just there for the residual income, which is equally huge?
well, I'll tell you this much. I think we're all here for some sort of residual income. That's first of all. So that's a universal thing in On Passive, where we've been kicked, and when we're down and we
Mhm.
just want to come up now, right? So that I think is universal. As far as the products go, I can say this: they are beautifully done from what I've seen,
Mhm.
from an aesthetic point of view, in terms of looks and how they just the sharpness and the uniqueness, and how you can see how they've designed it is nothing like I've seen before online. You know, I've used other products, for example, domain shorteners, and we have a product trim, which
Mm-hmm.
I believe is phenomenal. People have been using it. It works awesome and it looks great. And I believe that it's going to be one of the many products that do well. Now, as far as for me, what I'm personally waiting on, ever since the pandemic has happened, I've seen this platform called Zoom that we might know of, that I've seen is absolutely skyrocketed.
Mm.
And I word is that we have an amazing product called O Connect that I'm extremely excited for. I just can't
Right.
wait to use it. I can't wait to get our hands on it when you share it with other people. I believe that it's one of the cornerstone products. Also, I would say Oh Bless, just for what that stands for,
Yeah.
how we can touch so many people and bless so many people's lives. I believe that is going to be astronomical. And I would be lying if I said I'm not waiting for O Wallet.
I
I want to
know.
see how that is going to be. So
Right.
those are the cornerstones that I'm waiting for, and I believe that we're going to have massive success with those.
Exactly. Yeah. So everybody who passes here happens to, there's no one who sits on this platform and doesn't mention oh bless. And through that, I've come to get, I have a few words, the way people refer to oh bless, what it means to people. To some people, is oh bless is the foundation of Onpassive. To others, it is the spice. To others, it is the fragrance of Onpassive. To others, it's a game changer. That's me. It's a game changer. So just say little something. What does oh bless really mean to you?
O Bless means the heart and the foundation of Onpassive. I believe O Bless is going to be the heartbeat of Onpassive,
Right.
because you, just for the simple fact that what you're able to do, where we can all pitch in and help a cause and help a need for someone who is in dire need, it just
Mhm.
goes with exactly what we stand for, which is holding hands and helping our brother and sister up when they're down. That's what I believe Onpassive has been built on, that solid foundation. And it means a lot. You know, when we were introduced it got really emotional for a lot of founders,
Mhm.
and that's because we've all been in a position where we needed a hand, and there wasn't a hand there. We found
Exactly.
a way, but there wasn't a hand there when we needed it. And I believe we can all join in and help people when they need it. So it means a lot to me because, again, with the spirit of founders and the spirit of family, it's all about help, and it's all
Mhm.
about being able to make a difference. Imagine how many people's lives we can touch. Imagine how many things we can, or imagine what we can galvanize together to attack and help solve different issues around the world. You know, there's people who, like I said, we take for granted just the simple, clean drinking water,
Mhm.
being able to wear, a pair of shoes, you know, just being able to have clothes on our back and food on the table, just giving people a hand when they're in distress. It really is going to be something that's going to be gratifying inside to the individual.
Right.
So, after the money and all that stuff, what do you have left? What you have left, in my opinion, is good deeds, and just knowing and feeling inside that you're a good person and you've done something to help someone else. So with
Right.
that, that's not for sale.
Exactly.
It's priceless.
Exactly. Yeah, thank you so much for dwelling on that. The next question is going to sound as if you have already answered it because you have spoken about Obless, but we can never say much when it comes to this part of Onpassive. So some people describe this whole movement of called Onpassive like a company built with the heart for humans. And if severally we hear during our corporate webinars, you will hear the CEO say, whatever thing you get from Onpassive, give it back. And he would say, his mission is to clone or to multiply like millions or thousands of Mother Teresa's around the world. So what, apart from all bless, what else could you add to this whole humanitarian agenda that is the backbone of this whole company?
Well, you mean what can I add personally, or what do I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
about?
What do you think about that? Yes, yeah.
I feel that it's one of the things that will keep us here for a long time
Mm-hmm.
because we stand for what's right. There's a lot of people who want to be a flash in the pan, and usually those people, or companies I should say, are not built on a solid foundation. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that when you lead with love and lead with heart, and your main objective is to be selfless, you're
Right.
you you're just it's what the world always is going to need, and will be around for a very, very long time, helping our brethrens and sistrens, and just holding hands together, and again just letting everybody feel that there's someone. And
Mm-hmm.
I believe this platform Onpassive is the right place. It's the right place for those who felt less than in their life. You can
Mm-hmm.
become somebody now.
Right.
So that's pretty much how I feel about
Yeah,
it.
sure. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, meanwhile, some people believe that on passive is it, oh, that is it. You just answered that. So now as a leadership council member, so I think that you can actually speak for the CEO. So there are many questions like coming up, or what reason now would you give people to keep on trusting this company and keep on waiting and believing that everything is very okay? Since some people say, oh, we're supposed to launch in December and now it's May next year, we have not launched, we don't know when. So what can you say about this? This is a
Okay, well,
powerful message that you want to send out to people, both founders who are not following or to get themselves updated, and those still sitting on the fence are not yet jumping in.
well, first thing I can say is this: we need to understand what a founder is. A founder is finding the company. It isn't a situation that's set up. We're plugging in. It's not. We haven't launched yet officially.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, again, with this huge undertaking that Ash Mufara has decided that he wants to bless the world with, we have to understand that your responsibility as a founder is to be resilient. Resilience means you're going to bend, you're not going to break, meaning that you've got to be able to be adjustable. You've got to understand that with this type of undertaking, anything can happen. And as you can see, the world, it's unpredictable right now with what's going on. And
Exactly.
with that becomes sometimes setbacks. But what I would say is easy come, easy go. So in fact, myself, I embrace the hard. I have a saying where I say, choose your hard. So it's either going to be now or later. And I choose now. So we have to adapt that mindset and understand that anything that's easy is going to leave you very easy. So I rather this be solid. I've been in companies where things weren't as solid, and we've decided to come out with the company, and then there was a setback, and things weren't done correctly, and then we had to shut down. And this has happened numerous times, and I'm sure you may have a story like that. There's
Mm-hmm.
thousands of people, hundreds of thousands, and millions of people that can back this up. So that's one thing I would say. We need to exercise a heightened level of patience,
Mm-hmm.
understand again our responsibility as founders of the company, and just know that we're faith driven. We believe, right?
Right.
And when you have that level of faith, you're gonna make it. It's not even a question, you know. Um, I wouldn't. And again, you know, there was never anything written in stone where Ash said, "Oh, December we had a projection in terms of what we were aiming for, but we're not late." we are doing what it takes to build the greatest company the world has ever seen. And that's the key, what it takes. It may take a little here or there and a little, stretch. But the point is, when we do reap this harvest, it's going to be nothing like anything we've ever seen before. So just understand that, exercise patience, everybody. Exercise a heightened level of discipline and leadership. Be a leader in your own community with Onpassive. Anything negative, tune that out. Kill them with kindness. They say something negative, rebuttal with what's positive, which is our truth, because we are positive. And, just practice some strength, some backbone, and some resilience. That's all I can say about that for the most part.
Exactly. Thank you for saying that. I think that is very encouraging and it's very powerful. But you just said something which I would like you to maybe go back to it again. You said be a leader in your own community, because I think you think here like me, because I feel that it's not because you are you are a member of the leadership council that you are the only leader. I consider myself a leader because I just think that I need to do something for my company. It's mine,
Right. Well,
right?
imagine being a founder of Apple or a founder of Google or a founder of Amazon. I know it hasn't registered with people yet because, seeing is believing. And I get that.
Exactly.
We go off of things that we can touch and feel that are tangible. But understand that you are a founder. Next year, this time, or 2 years from this time, when you tell somebody you are a founder with Onpassive, I don't think people really understand what that is going to mean. Exactly. So by all means, each 650,000 odd of us are all leaders in our community. And it's very, very important that we keep a positive attitude, because again, positive attitudes, it spreads like wildfire. Negatives spreads even more like wildfire. More than wildfire, I should say. So understand the responsibility you have. Be a leader in your community. Absolutely. I wouldn't consider you anything less than a leader, Comfort.
Right.
You've taken the leadership to share the amazing stories that some of us founders didn't have a voice. So you're one of the amazing leaders in Onpassive. And like many other beautiful women and gentlemen that have been doing hard work, understand we're all leaders. And I know that, there's this leadership council, but we're no different. All it is, and as you can see, Ash is going through the motions and new people are getting an opportunity to become leadership council, to sit in that seat, to shine and to give our encouragement. But we all have a responsibility, equal responsibility, to be leaders in our community. So I'm very happy that you wanted me to elaborate on that, because it's very, very important that we exercise that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, sure. Definitely we need to do that, because, people just go to sleep. No, this is massive. This company is massive and it needs all hands on deck, right? So you need to just add value. That is what I believe that you are saying, because that is how I feel too, right? Yeah. So this is important. So I just want to think that we are gradually getting to the end of the show, but before we finally shut down, I would like you to use this opportunity to reach out to people who are not yet founding members, because at times when you look at the numbers, we are 650,000. It feels like everybody is on board, but no, the world's population is about 7 billion, which means someone will be seeing this for the first time today. You have said a lot of things. Someone may be wondering, how do I become a founding member of Onpassive? So if you could just spend time to say this before we finally get to the end of the show, I think this will be important.
My absolute pleasure. So what I can say to, two people, and probably three different types of people. I could start with this. There's a lot of people who've been in this space online, and we've introduced things to our families and so on and so forth, and things haven't necessarily worked out in our favor. So I can tell those who, if you're a family member of somebody who's brought something to you, just have an open mind. Take it easy on the person. Their intentions for you from the beginning was to do well. but something may not have worked out. But give it a chance. Listen. Don't be ignorant, right? Closed mouths don't get fed, and also closed ears, closed minds don't get fed as well.
Right.
So be open-minded, because a closed mind is a broke mind. And, you know, again, you're doing yourself a disservice by not listening and at least giving the opportunity. Now, for those who are on the fence with OnPassive, I'll tell you simply this: just jump. Just jump off the cliff. You have nothing to lose. $97 to become a founder today, which is pretty much, you can't go out for dinner and feed your family with that. So we spend $97 on toilet paper. It's nothing. But what is something, and the value, is the opportunity that you will miss. Don't miss this opportunity, because it is very, very important for your future, for your legacy. There are so many people that are probably counting on you to help them. And you don't, if by you just ignoring this opportunity, there's a lot of people that you're indirectly letting down, including yourself. So I would make sure those who are on the fence, just jump. There's nothing to lose here. Give it a shot. And I promise you that you will not regret this. We're headed to the top with or without you. So the train has already left the station. Make sure you catch one of the stops before we get to the promised land, because we're almost there. And yeah, just make sure that you pack an overnight bag, because this ride's gonna be interesting.
Right.
But yeah, just give it a go, and join us and become a founder, become a go-founder with Onpassive. It's the coolest thing now. Too cool for school, man.
Right. Thank you. It's so enticing how you put it, but then it's just a simple truth. There are not two ways of saying it, right? Just the way you say it, that's just it. And we just hope that you talk to someone. I hope that someone makes a wise decision. And that said, at times, given that out of the 650 of us, we have people from all sorts of economic backgrounds. So some people have getting $97 is just this easy, but for some people they need to toil and toil. So what is the risk at hand here? What if at some point I feel like, oh my God, this much $97? What if at some point I feel like I want to withdraw from this business? Do I lose my $97? Do I get it back? Or is there any possibility?
Well, that's the awesome part. Onpassive will, if there for some reason that, I don't know, something has taken over your mind and turned your brain upside down and you decided to get a refund, the option is there for you to get a refund. Ash will never withhold anybody or pigeonhole anybody to something they don't want to do. But again, before you do that, just understand in about a year or two, we will be less than 1% of the company as founders. So let that sink in and just imagine what you're leaving on the table.
Right.
But no, that's another thing. We give you your free will. And that's another thing that's beautiful. Free will, you do as what you want to do. But again, I would highly, 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 highly recommend that you reserve your seat at the table as a go-founder.
I'm just interested. I'm giggling because of the emphasis. I have a friend that we do presentations together. He says, I am really pleading. I plead with you, just join, like, because he knows what it entails. He knows what we are waiting for, right?
Right.
But then who doesn't know? It's just like, is it worth it? But he's like, please come in, just come in, please, So I think I really appreciate this. I appreciate whoever comes here, because if we don't come here to speak to, people will not know that this is how big it is. And it helps really much, because calls come in after they listen to everything that you come here and say. So before we finally close, I don't know, do you think you still have some other little thing? You've already said a lot. Do you have any other thing you think you still want to pass out to our listeners, to our viewers, before we shut down?
Well, all I can say is I'm available for anybody who has questions, who would like to talk. You can just Facebook me, Sean Cyrus. You can search that and you should find me. And don't be a stranger. You can message me. And yeah, if there's any questions anybody has, if I don't know the answer, I will surely try to get the answer for you. So
Wow.
all I can say to everybody is
Mhm.
I love everybody, whether you join or not.
Right.
But, you know, I wouldn't want to be you in about 6 months or so.
I know,
So
right?
let's
Hopefully.
get it. Let's get it. We're pumped up over here, and come and get some of this goodness.
Exactly, exactly. No, thank you so much for your time, Sean. I really do appreciate. And
But
yeah, we always end up on the note that you can only take a horse to the stream, but you can't force it to drink. And that's what you said. People have their choices, right? Now they know exactly what it's all about. You could only tell them, but you can't force anyone to become a founding member. But hopefully, whoever is supposed to be here will join in, so that together we can see the vision come to fruition, right? So, whoever is watching us now, we just thank you, whether you're watching now or later on. And if you can share this video with your friends and your loved ones, and if they feel like they want to register, let them come back to you. Just go back to whoever shares the video with you, and they will definitely show you how to register and become a founding member of this prestigious, never seen before company called Onpassive. So thank you so much for your time and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks. Thanks. Bye. Bye.